5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
VA3IMW.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Lake
Safety
Ontario.
VA3IMW, V3IUK.
All right. Welcome to another edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That is my call sign. My name is Mike Alpha Charlie, and I'm situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. We'll be monitoring the VA3ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. The net meets 5 times a week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater, and on Thursday on a simplex frequency of 446.125. I believe our net controller tonight will be VA3IUK. That's Bill in Dundas. So please stand by. Once 7 p.m. rolls around.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill in Dundas, Ontario. I'll be your host this evening for the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This net meets 5 times weekly, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater at 7 p.m. And Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. When checking in, mobile stations do get priority, and please remember, if you're checking in via YouTube, please don't forget to press that like button. I'm sure that Mac, who streams it on YouTube, would appreciate it. So with that, let's stand by and see if there are any quick one and done or priority traffic. Come now.
Recognizing VA3
VA3WPG, got nothing, so just listening in the background, general check-in.
Okay, Chris, thanks a lot for checking in. Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango. V3VYT, V3IUK, good evening.
Good evening. Thanks for waking me up and telling me it's 7 p.m. I was so engrossed in figuring out the ins and outs of free DV and logging things with LOTW and QRZ that I've lost track of time. So that's been my day.
Oh, very good. I haven't even had a chance to look at that yet, but we will. It certainly sounds intriguing, and maybe you're going to have to do an instructional video on YouTube for the rest of us.
Now there is an idea. Well, I could always come over to your place and act it out, and you could record it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we can do that. Anyway, I'm going to next couple of days. I'm going to have a chance to have a look at it. So it sounds intriguing, and glad you're having fun with it.
Yes, I am. I actually kind of like the fact that people like to talk for more than 10 seconds on free DV. I've had some conversations that lasted like 20 minutes. or so, and that's just a complete shock to me in the 2 years that I've been a ham where everything is about 10 seconds, 5-9 and we're done.
I imagine it's new and it's intriguing, and people are comparing notes and sharing and learning off each other, so that's good.
Yep, that's it for me for today. Oh yeah, and I was messing around making an NVIS antenna, and I had it up for most of the day here, and oddly, my first call was some guy in France, followed by a guy in Trinidad, and I went, okay, that's NVIS, is it? I thought it was a little closer to home. Anyhow, as the freezing rain seemed to arrive, I took it down and brought it back in. It's a solar kind of antenna.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe on a Friday night on the rag show you can fill us in on that. I'm sure people are always looking for better antennas for Boda.
I'll keep it in mind. So that's it for me there, Bill. I hand it back to you. VE3VYT. I hope everybody's having a great day.
Okay, yeah, and sounds like you're having fun with the hobby, and that's what it's all about. So let's see. I see that VA3FMB has signed in via YouTube, along with Larry, V3LBI. Steve has checked in on YouTube. Matt, V3SMM, and also Chuck. So I'm sure at least a couple of those will be an RF check-in as well. So let's stand by for anyone who would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now. VA3NFG, V3IUK. Good evening, Steve.
Good evening, Bill, and everybody on net here. No real traffic this evening, Bill. Just keeping tabs on what's going on in Mexico. I do have some, I guess they'd be cousin-in-laws that live there. So everyone's told to stay indoors, don't go anywhere. All the stores are shut, closed, and nobody around except the streamers who are driving around showing people what's going on. Anyway, that's about it. I'll send it back to you there, Bill. VA3IMW, VA3IMW.
Yeah, very fine, Steve. Sorry, are you at home?
Yeah, it's on the portable here in the house.
Okay, yeah. Not a very nice day out there. I was out walking the dog around 3, kind of wet snow out there, so just glad to be in for the evening. So enjoy your evening, and thanks so much for checking in.
Roger that, Bill. 7-3 for now, and we'll be listening to the rest of the net.
Okay, Steve, take care. Thanks for checking in. I also see that Albert, the VA3BT, is also checked in via YouTube as well. So let's stand by and see if there's anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
V3SMN, V3IUK. Good evening, Matt. How you doing?
Good evening, Bill. Good evening, everyone on net. I'm doing just fine, and I thought I would try checking in tonight from my Kenwood radio hooked up to the big antenna. How's it working?
Yeah, you're a little bit of the bacon frying on your signal, and but your audio is good and 100% copy, so sounding good.
Well, that's good. I think this radio's only, I don't know, 5 or 8 watts or something, so compared to the base station that usually makes it in okay, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, working well and has decent audio, so it's working well for you.
Fantastic. Well, that's good news. I'll let you carry on with the net, Bill, and thanks for checking me in.
Sounds good, Matt. Thanks so much for checking in, and have a good evening. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
VA3BT.
VA3CJZ.
VA3IMW.
Okay, that's three gentlemen heard from there. We'll start with Al, VA3BT, V3IUK. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, Bill, and everybody on frequency. Not too much on my end here to report. Did a little bit of radio. Oh, probably early this morning. I'm not sure why I was out of bed by 5 a.m., but yeah. It was a long day. But anyways, yeah, didn't do a whole lot today. Weather wasn't all that great out there. So other than that, just a general check-in on my end here, VA3BT.
Yeah, very good. Well, sure you enjoyed just having a lazy day off where you don't have to worry about pouring cement or roofing or whatever. So good for you.
Yes, sir. I don't have to think about that on the weekend. But tomorrow morning, yes. We're heading out a little early tomorrow morning. Just get on the road, get ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, I imagine. Do you use the 407 for part of your trip?
Oh yeah, I take the 407 all the time.
Yeah, well, that would cut a lot off of your trip, but I'm sure the company pays for that, right?
Oh yeah, I know they do. But the time I leave early in the morning, I don't necessarily have to touch it. The highways are pretty good. It's a certain hour, of course, rush hour and so forth.
Right. How do you? Which route do you take to the 400?
If I'm lazy, I take the 407 to the 400, or I usually go up the the QE 427, 401, or the other way, 403. That way there.
Yeah, Roger. So the standard way. Okay. Well, you take care and safe driving tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll hear you checking in from Barry on YouTube during the week. So thanks for checking in.
Yes, sir. We'll be listening along. VA3BT.
Yeah, you take care, and thanks a lot for checking in. VA3CJZ, VA3IUK. Good evening, Chuck. How are you?
VA3CJZ. Good evening, Bill, and all on net. Geez, let's see now. When I checked the bands today, they were super, super noisy. 0 sunspots recorded all day long on the QRZ page. 0. And where I did listen to, it was god-awful noisy. I was trying to pick up DX stations, and no luck. But you can always hear a couple of good old boys south of the border talking to each other on 40 meters. That wasn't an issue. But, yeah, so kept busy with other things. Did some listening, some scanning, and straightening up things around here. A little bit of early spring cleaning, I guess you could say. Really looking forward to it. And let's see, what else? Oh, there's a light dusting happening over here. Everything is kind of covered with a white powder over here, and no substantial, nothing really to write home about, although it could be a little bit slippy. I didn't go out for anything today, not past the front door porch and the back door. Back to you, Bill.
Yeah, we've had that on and off here all day, but just slightly above freezing, so nothing to accumulate on the ground. But I haven't had the radio on today. I've just heard from others that it wasn't all that good, but it should get back on as soon as maybe conditions get better. I'll have a stab at it tomorrow. But Chuck, just a couple things. First of all, I have a question for you.
All right, shoot.
Where do watermelons go for their summer vacation?
Oh, geez, I don't know. That's a good one, Bill.
John Cougar Mellencamp.
Okay.
I could not help that, but I know you'd probably appreciate it. Hey, and the other thing is, let's you do a plug for your net tomorrow night.
Yes, it is Sunday, so that means tomorrow is Monday. And I will be the net controller for the Lake Ontario Radio Club, also known as the Monday Night Accidental Net, or the Oopsie Net, right here on the ZOE repeater at 7 p.m. Yeah, just to finish off my day here, I've been really struggling with my blood sugars lately. I don't know what's going on. I think I gave myself a shot of Ozempic in the same place that I took insulin, and they say that really, really brings your sugars down. During the night last night, I had 4 alarms go off at different times telling me my sugars were crashing again. So I'm supposed to go give blood tomorrow, but I don't know. I may postpone that. So anyways, looking forward to tomorrow night for the Monday Night Net, and then of course on Wednesday for the A-Rig. Always looking forward to that. Back to you, Bill.
Yes, as we look forward to the A-Rig net, it's always the marker that we're halfway through the week, and we always look forward to the trivia and other interesting facts, and just the fact that you do it, this community really appreciates it. So thanks a lot, Chuck. Anything else before I go down to Mac?
No, that's it, except thank you. And Mac, by the way, thanks for reminding me. Mac, I think I got the entire conversation when you started speaking for the intro on the YouTube stream. So back to you, Bill. Thanks.
Very good, Chuck. Yep. And so we'll everybody remember tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for the Accidental Net with VA3CJZ. With that, let's see what Mac's been up to today. VA3IMW, V3IU. Okay, come on in, Mac.
Good evening, Bill, and all on net. Extra special thanks to Chuck for your feedback on the YouTube stream. A few more seconds to allow the USB mic to settle in and find its spot. It seems to have worked, I guess. So we'll take that under advisement for future streams. Anyways, it just seems that the auto leveling on YouTube needs a few more seconds to find its place. Anyways, band conditions, I didn't find them all that bad today, actually. I was poking around after the grocery trip this afternoon. So when did I get on the radio? 3:30, something like that. Managed to work a bunch of new parks. Down the West Coast, into Florida, Texas, a couple of guys fooling around down in the Bahamas, Hotel Delta 8, India, something like that. Anyways, he was bopping around all over the place. Worked him on about 3 or 4 different bands. So not sure what that was all about, but obviously a bunch of new parks on the log. So we're slowly creeping up on that 5,500, and we'll see if we can get it done this month. Anyways, not a whole bunch else to share. It is Sunday. We're looking forward to another productive week, although it'll be a 5-day work week. After a 4-day week, I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a little more leisurely. It's always tough to fit 5 days worth of work into 4 days, and perhaps this will be a little more on par. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Bill. Certainly appreciate it, and we'll be looking forward to Chuck on the air tomorrow night at 7 p.m. as well. Appreciate everybody joining in on YouTube, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps us all. 7-3s.
Yeah, okay, Mac. I do see that people have been hitting the like button there. The amount of likes seems to coincide with the amount of people that have checked in via YouTube. So that's looking good. Well, it sounds like I should have got on the air today. I just didn't bother. So maybe tomorrow, and get back at it. I must admit, guilty of looking at the ham sword and saying, "Oh, that looks yucky. Why bother?" So I'm gonna stop doing that and get on anyway. Even if I do only pick up a half a dozen parts, there you go. But anyways, Mac, thanks so much for checking in, and thanks for streaming this on YouTube.
There you go. Yep. Just remember, VA3IMW said, "Don't be scared. Just throw out your call sign. You never know what's going to happen." And never mind what the excuse page says.
Yeah, roger to that. Yeah, because I think I'm at something like, I don't know, where am I? How many parts? We're approaching 2,200 anyways. We're not that far away, so should get back at it. Anyway, let's see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now. VA3NFL. VA3NFL, VA3IUK. Good evening, Al. How you doing?
I'm not sure. Nobody will tell me. That's why I get along good with myself. I was chasing some photo there today. Heard Larry in there doing the same thing. I think I got 6 of them. The bands weren't that great, but... speaking of that, did I hear Edward say something about free DV? Another thing?
Yeah, he did. Are you still there, Edward?
Did somebody say my name?
Yeah, just Al wants to know a bit about free DV, so give him a quick rundown.
Give me 5 here. Seconds.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll go see. He's going to come back in a couple seconds, or Al.
Oh, no problem. I was listening around. I thought he said free DV. It's just put it into the Google. But other than that, I just want to get checked in, Bill.
Okay, consider yourself checked in, and we'll let he's ready there. So in the meantime, let's see if there are any other check-ins for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
7-3.
VA3MHV.
VA3MHV, V3IUK. Good evening, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks, Bill. Good evening, Bill, and everyone else on the YouTube stream as well as the net. I trust everyone had a good weekend. Lots of ups and downs, as we all know. Kind of disappointing on the hockey this morning. However, such is the world of sports. Every time there's a winner, there's also a loser, and I guess it was our turn. Not Canada's worst results on the medal count, though. We had a lower year. I think Salt Lake City, they only got 17. So that's a positive note. You know, a little better count than that. Did a little radio today, Bill. It was noisy. I concur with everyone else there. However, I could hear. It wasn't abysmal. I did only grab one park, and then I headed out for a dog walk. So that's about all I got, Bill. Thank you for doing the net, and I've been listening along here and enjoying. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, VA3MHV, V3IUK. Yeah, I would concur. I'm not sure how we did in 88 in Calgary, but I heard on the news today it was the worst we've done since the Calgary Olympics, and I found that a little hard to believe, so I'm going to go back and do some homework. But yeah, it was not the best showing for us. 21 medals. I think it was 5. I'm trying to remember if I got this right now. 5 gold, 7 silver, and 9 bronze. So. And I know we didn't do very well in the bobsleighing. We usually have a better showing in skiing. So, oh well, it is what it is. But anyway, Mark, I'm glad you enjoyed your day, and you got one more park than I did, because I didn't even get any parks today. I didn't even have the HF radio on today.
Yeah, roger that, Bill. I think Salt Lake City, I heard on the news, was our lowest year at 17, but I haven't fact-checked that or anything, of course. I just took them at their word. Thanks for doing it, Bill. I'll turn it back to you. V3IUK, VA3MHV, back to net.
Yeah. Well, I had heard worse since Calgary, and I same as you. I haven't really gone back to have a look, but I know we didn't do all that great in Calgary either back in '88. So, but as I say, I have to go back and have a look. But thanks so much for checking in, Mark, and have a good evening. Anyone else from Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
VYT.
VE3LBI. Yeah, just stand by there, Edward. I'll pick up LBI, and then I'll pick up you, Edward. Go ahead, Larry.
Yep, just a quick check-in for you. I think the Canadians were actually paid to lose the game today. We can't afford any more tariffs.
Yeah, well, there you go. But the 4-minute major in the third period didn't help either.
Actually, apparently they sent something over to the refs, saying how lousy they were for actually doing this stuff. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I did hear something about that. Something was passed on to the refs how bad they did.
Yeah, well, it was even during the game against the Czechs there. There's too many men on the ice, and it was seen to be ignored by the refs. So there you go.
Yep. All right. Thanks for picking it up, Bill. I'll listen along here. VE3LBI.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Larry. And V3VYT, V3IUK. Go ahead, Edward.
Yeah, sorry, I was on another call there on the HF rig. What was the question?
I wanted a quick rundown on this free DV.
The quick rundown. Okay, the quick rundown is start with what you know about FT8. Add a new piece of software called FreeDV, which you get from freedv.org. And then you talk into your computer and listen from your computer. And it uses pretty well the same hookups that you had to your rig for FT8. So that's the way I went at it. I had a USB from my computer to my radio. And after I put the settings into the software, it works. The only gotchas there are is that it does take some getting used to. And the getting used to part is that unlike sideband, where you get to listen to lots of endless noise when there's nothing to listen to, on this stuff, you get to listen to nothing. nothing if there's nothing to listen to. So if nothing gets decoded, you're hearing nothing. And that is kind of an interesting kind of sensation. However, when something does finally come in, it's crystal clear, hopefully kind of like this call. Is that sufficient for a starter, Bill, or do you think there's something else there? VE3ZYT.
Oh, I think that's a good quick synopsis there. Did you copy that, Al?
Yeah, roger that, Bill. Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow, see what's what. So it's more or less FT8, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, very good. Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Edward. And I'm going to check it out also. I just haven't had a chance to do anything with it. But thanks, Edward.
Okay, my pleasure. Glad to add any other details anybody wants any time whatsoever. Just let me know. VE3ZYT.
Yeah, well, I'm sure as people delve into it, they may be picking your brain there, Edward. So we appreciate that. And it always takes one person to break the ice, and other people tend to follow. So good on that, and that's what the hobby's all about. So let's take a stand by and see if there's anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
Recheck CJZ.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, VA3CJZ. I got a question. FT8 software. What's the most popular software that you would use, let's say, for rate control for FT8?
Okay, can somebody want to take that answer? I haven't done a lot of FT8. Edward? Yeah, go ahead, Edward.
Well, my 2 cents is that there's at least 2 packages out there, WSJT-X, which appears to be by the developer of the capability. And then there's a bunch of competing different packages out there, and I've surveyed a few, and I started using one called JTDX because it has, I guess, a finer resolution of voice. The digital analog conversions are available in 32 bits instead of just 16 bits, and there's a bunch of other features that I like on it. But other than that, WSJT-X appears to be the mainstay, and some others like JTDX are out there. Back to you, Bill, VE3ZYT.
Does that answer your question, Chuck?
Yes, sir, it does. Thank you, Edward, and thank you, Bill, for letting me cut in.
Yeah, just one quick question to Edward. Isn't Grid Tracker used in conjunction with that as well?
Yeah, VA3IMW introduced me to Grid Tracker, and yes, it works with either package that I just mentioned, and probably with just about anything else that does FT8. It's a nice kind of display that shows who's talking to whom and what frequency they're on. As you know, like how the receive and transmit frequencies. It shows you all that, and so therefore you can actually dial somebody up directly if you're wanting to transmit to them uninvited.
Oh, okay, all right. Did you copy that, Chuck?
Yes, sir, I did, and I did hear someone talking about that the other night, so that ties right in nicely. Thank you again.
No, that's good. That's what this net's all about. So glad that that worked out well. So let's see if there's anyone else that would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
So that's coming.
Go ahead, Edward.
Yeah, Chuck, so to avoid unnecessary confusion when you're getting started, you can ignore Grid Tracker safely until you're ready to add it on later.
Yeah, good to know, because I've yet to be able to find out how to actually have my radio talk to my computer. So I tried my logging software, the N3FJP, and I can't get it to connect. So I wanted to try another piece of software to try and connect.
I'm glad you asked that question because in WSJT or JTDX, and probably most of the other ones, they create a FT8 or 4 or whatever mode you're using logging file. and you can just take that logging file and upload it to wherever you like to upload to, if that's what you do. You don't really need to have it sent back to whatever you mentioned, N3 something or other. But you can do it. There is an interface for doing that. It's one of those 127.00 addresses or something. You got to put it into one of the tabs. I don't do that. I thought about it, but I never bothered. I just take the log file it creates.
Okay, good to know as well there, Edward. Yeah, still looking around to see what works and what doesn't, or what's going to work for me anyways. All right, thank you again, and back to Bill.
Okay, thanks a lot, gents, and glad you're able to get that communication there, and good luck with that, Chuck. So let's stand by, see if there are any other check-ins for Lake Ontario Radio Club. That come now.
VA3IMW.
Go ahead, Al.
Hey, Chuck. What logging program are you using? The N3FJP?
Yes, sir, that's affirmative. It's called the AC log, and I just can't get it to connect to my new radio.
Okay. Thought I heard you want to get into that WJSTX and grid tracker, but you put all three together, it'll log your contacts right into it every time you get one.
Yeah, like I said, first I want to be able to control the rig with the laptop, and then I'll be off to the races from there.
Okay. I'm not sure what you're after, but anywho, I use all three and it puts them right into my logbook, so works like a charm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to establish rig control with my rig there, Al. That's my main concern.
Yeah, they have those into the file settings on that WJST, whatever the hell it is. You can do that rig control or whatever. So, other than that, I'll turn it back to you, Bill. VA, or V, shit. Sorry. VA3IUK, VA3MFL.
Yeah, no worries, Al. You know, it's okay. Anyway, I hope you get stuff straightened out there, Chuck. Maybe I don't know if there's any YouTube videos for your rig because it's so new, but you never know what you might find on there. But anyways, thanks a lot, gents. And let's stand by and see if there are any other check-ins for Lake Ontario Radio Club. That come now. Okay, nothing heard. So I'd like to thank all you folks who checked in, either via YouTube or via the repeater here. I believe we had 11 check-ins. Not too bad for a Sunday night. So you folks make the net. I just take down the call signs. I'd like to thank Terry, VA3IQL, for the use of the repeater. And with that, we will turn this repeater and related frequencies back to normal. I retrieve 7-3, everybody, and have a good evening.
And that will also
Thanks for doing the net, Phil. V3VYT73.
You bet, Edward. Take care.
and that will bring the live stream to a close as well. 7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.